Hello, Cancers, and welcome to your June 2024 horoscope. This month, here in the initial weeks of June, there's a lot of introspective energy. Here, your 12th house is really packed and busy, so you might be a lot in your head in the initial weeks of June. You've got Jupiter, Mercury, the Sun, Venus here, and a new moon in Gemini on the 6th of June at 16 degrees. So here, this new moon highlights introspection and subconscious exploration, spirituality, self-discovery. And here, this is an amazing new moon when generally you might feel really drawn to explore the hidden aspects of your life, of your psyche. And perhaps this could be about finding solutions to problems that have been on your mind for quite some time. Now, here with the 12th house energy, there is a tendency to overthink, to overanalyze. If you have to write things down, release this energy because you might be a lot in your head. There's a lot of mentally simulated energy, which could overall lead to that tendency towards overthinking, overanalyzing. So if you're writing things down and perhaps take some time to think things through without repeating your thoughts in your head, but maybe looking at them being written on the paper, it will be easier to find practical solutions to any private problems, matters, issues that have been on your mind. Now, at the same time, this is also when your mental health is very much highlighted. Perhaps if you struggle with being assertive, if you struggle with staying consistent and motivated, this is also a good time for spending some of your energy and time, perhaps on meditating or taking a nice walk out in nature to find these useful and practical solutions that you could apply to your life once the Sun and Venus, Mercury move into your first house in the second part of June. So lots of introspective energy. And here you will feel much more energized when the Sun moves into your first house, because when the Sun is in the sign that is before our sun sign or the ascendant sign, very often we feel like withdrawing and we need to we need some time alone. Solitude and introspection is highlighted. Now Mars moves into Taurus, into your 11th house of friendships on June the 10th, and it will stay here until July the 21st. And overall, Mars can bring a lot of energy and drive to your social life, friendships, group activities, and it's these energies will kind of clash with all that's what's happening in your 12th house. So you might only feel like being social and active maybe when the sun moves into your first house. It might not be as quick as the 10th of June for everyone with so much activity in your 10th house. And even if you spend time in group situations with friends, etc., with all these energies in your 12th house, you will need time alone. You will need time to recharge yourself because you will absorb energies, external energies very, very easily while the Sun and Venus, Mercury remain in your 12th house. So bear that in mind if you're going to be socially active from the 10th until the 20th of June, then you need to find time to recharge your energies. But overall, with Mars in Taurus until July the 21st, this transit can definitely increase your activity in your community involvement, and so you might feel even motivated, stimulated to engage in group activities, social causes, for example. But at the same time, be careful because there's a tendency to be impulsive or to experience power struggles within groups. There's a tendency towards impulsiveness when it comes to social activities and friendships. So it's really important to be mindful of these tendencies and channel the energy of Mars in Taurus in a productive way. Because here the focus with this transit is on building meaningful connections. You have the energy required for that. So don't let it be used in a negative way or sense. Now on the 22nd, we've got a full moon in Capricorn at 1 degree of Capricorn. There will be another full moon in July at 29 degrees of Capricorn. So two full moons in your seventh house. So there is clearly something going on here. Whether this is a contract renewal or an end to a contract, whether this is a situation in your marriage relationship that needs to be addressed, whatever it is, think about what happened in your life in January 2023. This might be significant for you. It could be connected to the one of these full moons. But overall, here a full moon in your seventh house on the 22nd. Your relationships, partnerships, contracts you have with other people are highlighted, and this could be a time of culmination, fulfillment in this area of your life. And you might find yourself reassessing your relationships, your commitments, contracts you have with other people. This is also about wanting to achieve a healthy balance between your own needs and desires and the desires and the needs of others, of your partner, for example. So overall here, a lot of attention is centered around your unions, relationships, partnerships. But here we've got an out of sign square with Neptune as well. The full moon will form an out of sign square with Neptune in Pisces, and this can bring a certain degree of confusion and illusion when it comes to your relationships, partnerships. And you might feel uncertain about something that is going on in your relationship, unions, contracts. Perhaps this is also connected to the boundaries or commitments in your relationships. So you will have to be careful and mindful of any potential misunderstandings or unrealistic expectations within your relationships during this time. Be careful of any potential deception or confusion as well. Now, Saturn will be retrograde in Pisces from June the 29th until November the 15th. And this retrograde starts at 19 degrees and it will end at 12 degrees. So we've got pretty much the 12 to the 19 degree influence here in Pisces. Pisces rules your ninth house. So here with this retrograde, you will be reevaluating your life principles, your belief system, your long-term plans connected to personal growth, development, and you might find yourself also reflecting upon your worldviews or philosophical views, for example. Perhaps this is connected to also returning to some studies or language courses. Now, this retrograde also offers an amazing opportunity to take a look at any limitations or self-imposed restrictions that may hinder your intellectual or perhaps spiritual development. It's an amazing retrograde as well for reassessing your goals, objectives, aspirations for the future. See whether they align with where you want to be heading. Thank you very much. I wish you a pleasant month, and until the next time, bye for now.